Welcome dear learners in this video session of antihypertensive drugs part 4. So today I am going to discuss beta adrenergic blockers, alpha adrenergic blockers, calcium channel blockers as well as centrally acting drugs. So first is beta adrenergic blockers. So generally there are two types of beta adrenergic blockers are available, the non-selective as well as the cardioselective. In non-selective, the example like propranolol, timolol, pindolol and labetalol are present, and for cardioselective there are metoprolol and atenolol are the example of the cardioselective beta adrenergic blockers. So as per the mechanism, it will reduce the cardiac output, but there is no change in blood pressure initially. But slowly it will change the blood pressure by reducing the cardiac output. Other mechanisms like they decrease the renin release from kidney, and the non-selective ones do the reduction in glomerular filtration rate but not with selective ones. And these drugs with the intrinsic sympathomimetic activity may cause less reduction in the heart rate and cardiac output. So ultimately it will reduce the blood pressure. Now the next is alpha adrenergic blocker. So these are the example like prazosin, terazosin and doxazosin are alpha adrenergic blockers. So there are the non-selective alpha blockers are not used in chronic essential hypertension. For example, phenoxybenzamine and phentolamine are not used for hypertension. It is only used sometime as in the pheochromocytoma. Pheochromocytoma means a hormone secreting tumor that can occur in the adrenal gland. So this kind of non-selective alpha blockers are not used in the hypertension. So this is not our interest. Here specific alpha 1 blockers are available like this prazosin, terazosin and doxazosin are used as a prototype of alpha blockers, and it will reduce the total peripheral resistance and it will reduce the blood pressure. Now these are the unwanted effect of alpha blockers. It will produce the blurred vision. As we can see over here, the blurred vision, this kind of effect, drowsiness, the dry mouth as well as the headache. These are the unwanted effect of alpha adrenergic blockers. Now the next is calcium channel blockers. See, generally there are three types of calcium channel blockers: the voltage sensitive calcium channel, the receptor operated calcium channel and the leak channel. Now voltage sensitive is of our interest, and it's again divided into three types. It's a L type, T type and N type. So from this, in L type it admits the calcium and it will cause the depolarization, excitation and contraction coupling through the phosphorylation of the myosin. So contraction of vascular smooth muscle, so it will elevate it, means increase the blood pressure. Now we don't want this, we don't want the increase in a blood pressure. So obviously we have to block this, and for blocking we have to apply this calcium channel blockers. That's why this CCB means calcium channel blockers. It will block the L type of channel and it will relax the smooth muscle. The dihydropyridine is a main example of L type calcium channel blockers. It have a highest smooth muscle relaxation and vasodilator action followed by verapamil and diltiazem. And these are the example of amlodipine and nimodipine as a calcium channel blockers. Now these are the unwanted effect of a calcium channel blockers. It's same as a ACE inhibitors like a dry cough, it will produce angioedema and hypotension. Now centrally acting drug. So these are the example of centrally acting drug. It's a alpha methyl dopa, it's a prodrug, and the clonidine. So alpha methyl dopa, we will see this. So how it will act? So it will convert it to the alpha methyl noradrenaline, which acts on alpha 2 receptor in the brain, and it will inhibit the adrenergic discharge in the medulla. That's why there will be a fall in a blood pressure, which we want. Now these are the adverse effect of alpha methyl dopa. It will produce the cognitive impairment. Now cognitive impairment means what? We can say it is a state of confusion. We can say the loss of memory or attentiveness, or we can say the trouble to understand, or someone the making sense, or difficulty in recognizing the people, places or things. So this type of side effect it will produce, or it will produce the postural hypotension. Now the another drug is there, it's a clonidine. Clonidine is not generally used because of tolerance and withdrawal hypertension. So this is all about the calcium channel blockers, alpha blockers, beta blockers, as well as the centrally acting drug. Thank you, dear learners, for watching the video.